Hi, my loves. Welcome back to another week ahead. I hope that you had a beautiful week, beautiful weekend. The messages served you well. We've had an uptick in views. Things are starting to open up, things are starting to grow. Let me not jinx it. Welcome. I am Simone the Moon Goddess. If you're new, welcome. And to all of my day ones and those who come back every week, welcome back. All right, so this is 0 week ahead from the 24th to the 30th of August. August just went. 24th to the 30th of August. As always, we'll start with an oracle card to get a general energy of the week. And then we'll move into each day. One card from Monday through Thursday, and one card that will cover Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. All right, let's get into it. We have a new moon. Sorry, full moon. Full moon eclipse. Full moon solar eclipse on the 28th. So that's Wednesday in Pisces. All right, so this will bookend. The first one we had was a new moon eclipse in Leo. Now we have a full moon eclipse in Pisces. I reckon the intuition is going to be popping. The dreams should be interesting. I feel as if you either sleep a lot or not sleep. I don't feel as if there'll be any kind of in between. I feel as if people's magic is going to be like popping wherever you feel like there's been some kind of stagnation or just very quiet, right? It feels like nothing is happening or a whole lot of a lot has been happening, right? Again, I don't feel as if it will be any in between. It's either side of the spectrum for a lot of people. Um, we should start to see either movement or things start to calm down. Remember, eclipses are not here to punish us. Eclipses are here to move us where we need to go. It brings up themes that we have been thinking about, contemplating, working on, questioning for however long. And eclipses will do the work. It's like like a portal, a sideways elevator. Things move, we get moved around. So think of it that way. If you have a lot of chaos, if things are falling apart, like really stop and take perspective, right? Are they falling apart or falling together? Right? You want change, change has to happen. Right? All right. So take it one day at a time, take it one breath at a time. You will be okay. We will be okay. All right, let's get your theme for this week. Spirit guides, connect me to the collective for the week 24th to the 30th of August 2026. May all messages be for the highest good of all involved with harm to none. Okay, what's the message for the collective, spirit guides? All right, so, move forward. Can't make it up. And this is the second time for the summer that I've used this deck, and this message has come out. It's only, and I feel it's been maybe within the last month, last couple of weeks that this card came out for our theme. Move forward, eclipse season. Don't hold on, don't go backwards, don't fall back into old habits and behaviors. And it's interesting, it came out today as I'm recording on Sunday, and last week's message, or it still covers up to today rather. The message was about not falling back into bad habits. That Thursday going into Sunday could be a test of whether we'll fall back into bad habits, bad behaviors, bad, like negative mindset, whatever it is that we have worked hard to bring balance into our lives and to release some kind of energy that's been holding us back. There's something that could potentially trigger us Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that we could start leaning back into carrying burdens and carrying weight and some kind of heaviness that we've worked so hard to release. The message here, move forward. Let's see, bottom of the deck is blessings. Move forward, loves. You have this brilliant idea. You questioning it. You dragging your feet on it, procrastinating on it. Doing all the research, all the planning. There's only so much planning and research. You don't have to have all of the pieces that you have in your mind as to how it should look before you even start. Use what you have to keep building, to get where you're going. It doesn't have to be perfection. Just start. Let's see. The top of the deck is free spirit. Stop trying to control things. Flow with it. Ride the wave of your emotions. That's a message that came out in one of my lives they did recently. I've been going live quite a bit on the Clock app, and that message of using your emotions to guide you and not judging them. You don't have to feel any particular way in order to get what you want. Watch your thoughts, but you don't have to feel happy all the time. It doesn't have to be good vibes only. That makes absolutely no sense. It's about balance. It's not sunny 24/7 unless you're in the desert. Y'all get it, right? Free spirit. It's time to stop trying to control. There's only so much planning, research, dragging your feet, organizing. Sometimes you just gotta leap. Have fun with it. Like, romanticize your life, romanticize your process, whatever you're working on, romanticize it. Have fun with it. We get too serious. We get way too serious. Breaking free. Free spirit and breaking free. You kidding me? Spirit guys, thank you for the confirmations. And magic. Can't control it. Do you believe in magic? Free spirit, breaking free, magic. Be the magic. You are the magic. Life is magic. At the heart is feelings. So your feelings, your emotions are guides. Stop trying to avoid the heavy feelings. The heavy feelings are guides. The light feelings are guides. The in-between feelings are all guides. You have feelings, letting go. Move forward, letting go. And I'm sure when move forward came out the last time, letting go was one of the cards that showed up. Letting go of feelings and the future. From this deep waters into lighter waters, the future is in your hands. What do you want? What do you foresee for yourself? What do you visualize for yourself? And there's love, the future, and then love. All right. Under blessings, inner knowing. I was curious to see what's under blessings. Inner knowing, trust it, and discernment. Right? Trust it. Trust it. Move forward. Let's get into your tarot message. I love that. I love that. That message was very beautiful. Here's the message for the week. Let's start with Monday. I'm going to give one more shuffle and then get your cards out. This message for Monday, please, Spirit Guides. How many cards? The Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. I'm going to shuffle again. But, well, 5 cards moving forward. 5 is the number of movement, change, and transition. 2 aces, Ace of Wands. No, yeah, Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles with the Two of Cups, Page of... Okay. Sounds like a love situation. I just seen the Nine of Cups. What is this energy? All right, Spirit guys, 1 card per day, please. What's the energy for Monday? What's the energy for Monday? Thank you. We have a 3 of Pentacles. All right, 3 of Pentacles. So whoever y'all collaborating with, considering the cards that came out before, it feels like it's a divine connection. It's not random. You're not crossing paths with these people or person for just randomly. It feels like being placed in the right place at the right time to bring forth some kind of new energies. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, some kind of passion project. What's the energy for Tuesday? And we had discernment as one of the oracle cards, Queen of Swords, the Queen of Discernment. Wednesday's energy. King of Swords. And we had a Two of Cups, which is love, which could be love, right? Romantic love. We have a couple here. King and Queen of Swords. What's Thursday's energy, please? Two of Swords. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Ooh. The Nine of Wands. So last week we had the Ten of Wands. This week is the Nine of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. I am done. So energy flowing in to this new week. Makes sense. Top of the deck is the Ace of Swords. We had the Ace of Swords in this position last week. I'm pretty sure that we had the Ace of Swords in this position. At the heart is the Lovers. We have the Chariot and the Temperance card. So movement happening when things are balanced, in divine timing, patience, alchemy, things flowing together, making some kind of decision, some kind of choice, whatever you're making, make sure that it's from your truth. It feels true to you. This feels like the same message that I said last week. And then with the Ten of Wands, we need to prioritize. We can't do everything all at once. I mean, we could, but for me, I think that kind of slows down the process of things. And also, why it's like work smart, not hard. Carry what's yours. Relying on your support networks and your support systems to help you carry the load. You don't gotta break your back all the time. You don't have to break your back at all, actually. All right, let's get into the reading. Let's see. So Monday, Three of Pentacles. This could be work if you are looking forward, applying, looking to change careers or some sort. This is your new job, new position, new career, pivoting, freelancing, starting a business, however it is, starting a business and aligning with the right vendors, the right clients. It's a collaborative type of energy here on Monday. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles. Tuesday, we have the Queen of Swords, discernment, wisdom, moving from a place of honesty, especially with yourself, knowing what your boundaries are and sticking to them, saying what you have to say and not going, oh my God, you say what you've said what you've said because that's what needed to be said, right? Or what needs to be said. Straight down the line, no nonsense, not standing for it. Right? The Queen of Swords has become the Queen of Swords because of all of the madness that she's been through up to this point. And now she's moving from a higher level of wisdom and applying it, not just gathering wisdom and it's about applied wisdom here, right? This is not just speaking, not just listening to respond, but listening to hear, being able to receive as much as you give. Okay, so that's Tuesday's energy. Now, when I do my extended, I do extended every week. So when I do the extended, I will see the cards that clarify and what this queen, what the conversation is here. This queen, if you don't feel as if you align with this queen, or you are trying to work towards this queen energy, this could be a person in your life, an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini in your life. Wednesday, we have the King of Swords. So this is the strategy, the planning. This is chess, not checkers. Okay, again, clear communication, active communication. The Queen, I feel like it's speaking when needed. She's very observant. She's watching. She might not say a lot, but she's gathering all of the information. And when she does speak, oh, you will feel it. The King now is masculine energy, so it's that yang energy. It's being heard. Not the Queen not being heard, but the King is more putting it out there. The Queen speaks when she needs to. You can probably feel her energy more than you might hear it. She walks in a room and you know who she is and what she stands for. One look and you get it. You know, it's like when your mother look at you when you're starting to act up and she just gives you a look and you know to fix up. Queen of Swords. The King of Swords now will come in and be like, listen, this and that, and the third and fourth, right? So King of Swords energy, and it's Mercury day as well, Wednesday's energy. So it is about active communication, maybe being seen, being visible. I just saw a post on IG and it was about being visible. How are people going to see what you have to offer if you are hiding? So Wednesday's energy is speaking up. Is it your first podcast episode? Is it somebody going into public speaking? Moving into that role of public speaking? Is this teaching? Maybe people moving into roles of teaching, using the throat chakra to get across whatever you are selling, sales, something along those lines, sales, entrepreneurship, markets, standing at a podium rather, and letting people hear you is Wednesday's energy. You might not be actively doing this, but or doing it on such a large scale, but some of you might be looking to again branch out in your social media or in your groups, maybe at work, you know, taking some kind of leadership role on Wednesday. Okay, Thursday we have a Two of Swords. So some kind of decision to be made, going back and forth with some kind of decision. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords, the Lovers, and the Ten of Wands. So maybe trying to determine what load you drop, what needs to be dropped here. All right. Again, when I do my extended, we'll see what this Two of Wands energy is about. But it's interesting that you have the Lovers, which could also be about a choice. So we have the spiritual choice and the physical, right? The spiritual and the material realm here, deciding on something. And again, you could be going back and forth on it on Thursday. What I would say is choose the side that is your truth, that really connects and you feel aligned with. Move forward in it. Stop going back and forth because you know already which direction you want to go in. Drop the weight. Some of y'all want to do a ton of things. Some of y'all are passionate about all kinds of different things, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And at some point, you can incorporate all of these different passions into one thing or to build an empire in some way. But in the beginning, you have to be able to pick and choose what you'll put energy in. When one thing takes root, then you can focus on another and you keep going, right? So whatever you're deciding on, make sure that it's your truth and not outside noise and people's expectations of you. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, that you know who you are. You speak your truth, you live your truth. People know your truth. All right, so King of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and the Lovers. And the Lovers is Gemini. Okay, Swords, right? Swords is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The Lovers is Gemini. So perhaps this is very much Gemini energy, right? Could be Geminis in your life who support you. Or Geminis this week are being called to come to the front. Wednesday would be the full moon as well. King of Swords energy. That's interesting. So perhaps it's collaborations on some kind of speaking or communication project. And communication was massive last week. I remember saying it's a huge, was it last week? Last week or a week before? I think it was a week before. And I was saying it's a huge communicative week. It feels that way for sure with all these swords. All right, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have the Nine of Wands. So setting up boundaries. And I feel like this is boundaries for yourself, right? Setting up boundaries, not as in setting boundaries for yourself. Because sometimes we can take the piss, right? It's not people, it's us. Not being consistent, not following through with the things that we say we're going to do. not being consistent like the way how we say we will be. And I'm not saying that you have to give 100% every single time you show up, but show up. If you say you're going to show up, show up. Whatever you say you are going to do, follow through. You don't want the weight of not following through on the things you say, right? Sometimes that blocks us. I am huge for that because my energy, like I am as much as I am a Virgo, myself known as Pisces, I prefer spontaneity. I prefer free spirit energy. I prefer to break free. I don't like to be contained. I don't like to be controlled. I don't like to have to do the same thing all the time unless my heart is completely in it and it feels like the most natural thing. If it feels like a burden to me and I have to do it, hit it. So I get it. So I have to put boundaries on myself in order to attain what it is that I want. Right? So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you could be setting boundaries, not only for others, but setting boundaries for yourself. Okay, so 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands on the table. Very, very interesting. Interesting. So going back to the message about the 10 of Wands, and what popped in my head was that Sesame Street song Cooperation. I was looking at the 3 of Pentacles, and what popped in my head, I don't know if y'all can make out, but on the card, it's fairies and mer people, some kind of mythical creature and a fairy and a woman, and they're on the lily pad working together. So that song from Sesame Street, cooperation makes it happen. Cooperation, working together. Dig it. Popped in my head. 10 of Wands, right? 10 of Wands. Do you have to do it all on your own? Monday, you're lean on your core group, or you could be crossing paths with your core group, meeting your core group. But again, when I extend this, we'll see. We'll get more layers of this story. All right, my loves, that is your message. If you're interested in seeing the extended, hit the link down below. If this is the end of the road, thank you for being here. Thank you for engaging. I appreciate it. And I hope that you all have a beautiful week. The next time I see you, we'll be moving into September. Have a beautiful week, my loves. Be well. Bye.